The only surviving son of convicted murderer Alec Murdaugh is filing a massive defamation lawsuit. Buster Murdaugh says several media companies that made documentaries and stories about the Murdaugh family are wrongfully linking him to the death of a teen back in 2015. You'll remember Alec Murdaugh was convicted last year in the murders of his wife and his other son, Paul. So to talk about all of this, we want to be joined by now Phil Lipoff, who joins me along with ABC legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer. Welcome into you both. Phil, break down what Murdaugh is alleging in this lawsuit for us.
All right, so Jay, as you pointed out, we've covered the Murdaugh murders extensively. Alec Murdaugh convicted of killing his wife and other son, but a case that got far less media attention was the 2015 hit and run of Stephen Smith, a classmate of Buster's. He was found dead on a road not far from the family's home. An autopsy determined he was hit and killed by a car. That murder is still unsolved. Now, after Buster's father was arrested and charged with his wife and son's murders, investigators began looking into Smith's death again. No connection, and this is important, no connection has been made from that death to the Murdaughs, okay? But still, Buster claims in this massive lawsuit that several media outlets and productions insinuated that he was responsible for Smith's death in two series, one on Netflix, one that aired on HBO Max, and in articles. He is suing Netflix, Warner Brothers, Gannett Company, and the editor of the Hampton County Guardian. The suit is seeking unspecified damages, claiming Buster's reputation was irredeemably damaged by the allegations in one, if not two, of these series. They portrayed someone with red hair, and he is saying that's obviously, you're saying that was me.
Brian, if you sued me, and please don't because you're a darn good lawyer, but if you did, I could still request discovery of you, which means I could ask for documents you have, and I could depose you, you could depose me. So with all that could come out in a case like this, in your view, is this a good idea for Buster Murdaugh to do?
Well, I'll put it this way, Jay. If you were my client and we were suing Phil Lipoff, because that's an easier example, I would say, hey, this is going to open a Pandora's box of problems. To your point, you've got to sit for depositions. You've got to answer some questions. And right now, I don't know to the extent that these films are hurting Buster Murdaugh's life. I would say this probably isn't hurting your bottom line. You probably still have the ability to be employed. You're not going to be incarcerated anytime soon. This is just going to kind of add more fuel to the fire where these murmurs might have kind of gone by the wayside. So having this lawsuit opens a Pandora's box, both to answering questions and also keeping this story in the news.
Phil Lipoff and Brian Buckmeyer, thank you to you both. The media companies named in this suit have yet to respond to requests for comment from ABC News.